Hey guys, welcome back to Campuga. I just wanted to bring you a little short film on how to make your chile colorado prep, pretty much. Tomorrow we will be actually making enchiladas for Campuga. I'm super excited about that. But I did get a lot of comments and I got a lot of questions on actually making the chile colorado for your enchiladas. So I'm gonna do a little quick prep video on how to do it. That way we have it prepped for tomorrow. You're more than welcome to use this as a guide to do your own, or if you have a family recipe that you like, or you just actually want to use the cans itself, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Feel free to do it however you like. And then, yeah, just watch as I go. It's a really simple recipe. It's really simple ingredients. As always, I'm going to go over every single one of the ingredients that I'm going to be using. Right here, I have a pot of water. I have about 6 to 8 cups of water in a pot here. I'm gonna let it boil. I'm gonna throw everything in there in a second so it can start boiling and kind of softening your chiles. But these are the ingredients that I'm gonna use for my chile colorado. So you can use the old El Paso chile sauce if you like. You also can use the Vista Market or the Food City chile colorado sauce. So you can use something like this as well. This is the Chile Colorado Productos Real, ready to cook with. I got this at Food City, so you can also really cook with this one if you don't want to choose your can. You can do the can, or you can make your own as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you would need to do your own Chile Colorado. And then tomorrow we'll use this recipe and also the Ready El Paso to make our enchiladas. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I have a quarter of an onion. All I did is I peeled the layers off. So I have a quarter of an onion. I have 2 cloves of garlic. I have onion salt. I'm gonna go ahead and use 1 teaspoon of that. Let me get some scissors. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of onion salt. Throw that in my water. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Just like that. I'm gonna do 2 cloves. These go a long way. You can get them in a little pack like this at Food City, Food King. I'm gonna do 2 cloves. I'm gonna do 2 to 3 whole chili peppers, depending on how hot you want it or how mild you want it. I'm gonna do 3. 2 and 3. And then I got the New Mexico chili, or you can use the California chili. This is the dried chile. This one you're gonna add probably 6 to 8 chiles of these. Now the way you do this is, let me get a bowl so I can show you. What you're gonna wanna do for these is, if you have the whole chile here just like that, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna cut off the end, just like this. And you're gonna wanna get all the seeds out of it. So you're gonna have the seeds left in here, just like that. Most of the time, you can get all the seeds out without having to crack it open. Just like that. You're gonna throw that in there. Again, you're gonna do about 6 to 8 of these chiles. If you're doing a bigger portion, you are gonna go for a lot more. You're gonna go for 10 to 12 chiles. Get all those seeds out. Two. Ugh. 3. Now, you are more than welcome to add the seeds if you want. It's just gonna give it a little bit of a spicier taste. But with the chile de arbol that's already in there, it's gonna give it that spice, so you don't really need to worry about the hint of spice that you're looking for. Trying to find a good one. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be my 5th one. Let's grab another one. This would be number 6. Seven. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably gonna do 10 because I got a lot of water here that I can use. 8. Maybe I might do 12. Who knows? 9. 10. Let's do 12. $11. We gotta find a really good one. Here we go. Oh, I got 2 good ones. Let's do this one. Oh. And 12. All right, so I've had 12 chiles in there. I have 3 chile de arbol, 4, 2 cloves, a teaspoon of garlic salt, a teaspoon of onion salt, onion powder. And what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna wanna go ahead and let that boil. It's gonna come into a nice boil. Once you get it boiling for a good 10 to 15 minutes, that's when we're gonna pull it out and put it in the blender. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna kind of move forward and I'm gonna end the video and then I'm gonna come back in about 10 to 15 minutes, show you what it looks like boiling, and then we'll move on to the next step. See you in a bit. Alrighty, now that we have all this set up, we have our chile here that has started boiling for about 10 to 15 minutes. You're gonna wanna get it to the point where your onion kind of looks very translucent. So if you look at your onion now, it looks almost see-through. That's kind of what you're looking for now. And then your chile here is gonna look really kind of flexible. It's really hydrated now with all of that oil. So now what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna put your chile into a blender, including all of the onion plus the garlic. And you're gonna add a little bit of that water, and then we'll move on to the next step. So let's go ahead and add all of this to the blender. It's okay if you get a little bit of the water that's inside of the chiles in your blender. We're gonna be adding a little bit of this same water back into the mix here. Grab that. Make sure you get all of it. Remember, you're looking for all of that onion, all the chile, the California chile brajas, and then the red chile de arbol, which is the little red ones. That's what you're gonna be looking for as well. Everything goes in here except for all of the water. You're just gonna be putting probably a cup to 2 cups of the water. Ow! Got a little bit of chile in my eye. Okay. Let's do the last of it. Got a few more pieces of onion and chile de arbol. Oh, we got a last piece. There we go. Take the last few chile de arbols in here. Okay. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, make sure I didn't forget anything. Alrighty. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab about a cup of the same water we boiled everything in. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do actually 2 cups of it. And let's do 1 more. So let's do 1 more cup. So that was a total of 3. There we go. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna turn off my stove here. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend this up for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure it gets blended all good correctly. Again, I have a Ninja mix, so it has the tall mixer, so it's gonna blend it all really quick. So 2 to 3 minutes on mine will work great. Depending on the kind of blender you have, you're probably gonna do about 5 to 7 minutes on yours. Alrighty, so I have about 2 to 3 minutes on my blender. Again, I'm using a big Ninja, so it's gonna blend it all really easily. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I'm gonna put this aside. What I went ahead and did is I took out all the water that I had in my, let me move you guys down a little bit, in my pot here. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to strain my chile mixture into a strainer, and then I'm gonna get that into my pot and I'm gonna double boil my chile. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I put my strainer here, I took out all of my water here. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna turn my oven on to about a 4, get that nice and warmed up again. And then I'm gonna put my chile in here like this. And then with a spoon, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the juice out of there. It smells amazing. It's very spicy, I can smell that. So you're just gonna be wanting to get the juice out of there. Try to avoid as much splashing as possible because this will stain, the red will stain anything and everything. all you should be left with is gonna be the pulp of all the chile, the seeds. All that is gonna be left in your chile rojo. Alrighty, let's go ahead and add some more. Let's get that out. It's a very, very simple recipe, guys. The chile rojo to make it for your enchiladas. You can also use this for chilaquiles. You can use it for a lot of different things. You can use it actually to put it in your menudo. This would be the same chile rojo you can put into your menudo, same recipe. This is used for a lot of different Mexican recipes. Okay, let's do the last bit of chile rojo. Just like that. Let's go ahead and strain this out. Alrighty, all you're gonna be left with is the pulp from all of that chile. That's after you do that, you can go ahead and throw that away. There we go. Making a mess. Alrighty, once you have your chile rojo, everything that's left, you took out all of your pulp and your seeds. You're gonna let your chile rojo come to a boil. Let it cook up. I'm choking. Let it cook out the remaining of all of the seasonings. Let all that blend in. Once you get that to a nice boil for about 2 to 3 minutes of boil, it's ready to go. This is where you would move on to your next step about dipping in your tortilla, rolling it up for your enchilada. I'm gonna go ahead and let this boil so I can get it to set up. I'll save it for tomorrow so we can use it for tomorrow's recipe. So we are done with chile colorado, at least the sauce. And we'll move on to making the red enchiladas for tomorrow, Campuga. See you guys. Have a good one.